Hello guys, I hope you're good. So we had a lot of questions from the Qwacker community, pretty much based around liquidity farming. And because this is a slower token that we're slow mooning rather than aggressively pushing it into a pump and dump, your best bet if you're holding it is to liquidity farm it. And I'm going to show you why it's a good bet to actually do that and how you can actually do it. So we'll step by step do it, and then we'll talk about more plans about Qwacker moving forward. So in terms of itself, I pretty much use Orca. Orca is another DEX similar to Radium, Meteora, that kind of thing. But I'll show you on all the platforms. So you can see here the X's you can get on tokens that are low market cap are much, much higher. This is 5,000%. And this doesn't just apply to Qwacker. Anything you're holding right now, I'm going to strategically show you how you can do it in the best way possible. So, for example, if you don't have this token or you want it, you just click here and then we'll swap some out right now for demonstration purposes. Let's just buy 0.1 and we're going to show you what to do. I can show you without buying it and with buying it. So we'll show you two ways. Now get the contract, we've purchased it, so we should see it pop up in our wallet anytime soon. But so we got our $22 here, which is fine. And now we're going to go to Orca. Now search pools and then click the token. If you don't want to do that, you can go over to Dex Screener and see what pools are available for you. So you can see here we've got an Orca pool, Meteora, and the rest are Orca and Meteora as well. Sometimes you get Radium ones. So whatever you prefer, you can go on here. Now here's the ones you want to see. Now, which one is yielding the best at the moment? Now, bear in mind, sometimes some tokens have a mad pump and some pools perform better. But what we want is one that's consistently going to perform. Me personally, I think the one with 0.05 long term will perform the best. Yeah. One that is, let's say, high fee on a low market cap, they perform the best. As you can see, over time, you may need to switch it from the 2% over to the 0.5. So let's say we want to put Solana in. I would certainly go for this pool, first of all. And you've got two choices. You can either do a full range position, which means your liquidity will be spread out and it'll pretty much be an even spread. This is $20 worth. It just shows $12. I don't know why, for some reason. And this is obviously our Solana. So we have to deposit both. And this will show us an estimated yield, which is probably going to be much higher than that, but it's probably going to be around that range. Now, in terms of what you've got for yourself, you want to kind of do a custom range. Now, the reason you want to do a custom range is simply because you're going to earn a lot more yield. Now, with the danger of this being if Solana sort of moves up, or sorry, Qwacker moves up, or whatever token, it swaps it at this point all to Solana. So you lose your token. So if it really rallies, like if you was providing liquidity in a short space down here and it went up, you would just have Solana. You wouldn't gain anything on the way up. So make sure your range is pretty much in line with that. So you can do something like that. So you're covering all ranges. So if it does moon, happy days. But if it just bounces around in here, that's kind of what we're going for. Now, if you just want to play it safe, just do a 50%. Now, the other option is you can put half of your balance into a full range, which is what I would recommend, and then the rest on a custom range. Because on the custom ranges, the tighter the yield, the tighter the range, the higher your yield is going to be. You can see here, the estimated yield is 18% compared to the full position, which is 1%. Yeah, and this is quite a high feed pool. This is 2%, but it's getting used. People are routing swaps through it, and people are providing liquidity to it. I don't personally know who's made this pool, but it's got a TVL of $1,200. So Qwacker is yielding very good, and people are liking it as well. So in terms of the token itself, we've got volume on it. Now, to delve deeper into it, we are market making with other tokens on this. This is why the token's price, excuse me, has been able to grow. We are market makers running this token. This isn't like, oh, we're just gambling on it. We have a strategy built around it. So let's say we provide liquidity. I'll show you one of the pools for an example. So this one is a token called Cancer, and this is pooled with Qwacker and Cancer as an example. So this token is trending quite well, and if this goes up in value, Qwacker goes up in value as well. People will arbitrage the Cancer to buy Qwacker because it works out cheaper from this pool because we're pricing it at this price. Excuse me. If it starts to rally, excuse me, bots will sort of arbitrage it or people will come in and notice it and buy up and they start buying Qwacker basically. So it gives us free marketing, it gives us free eyes, it gives us free volume. What I'm doing is I'm providing different liquidity pools for this token. We're market making with Solana, with USDC, and we're interchanging all different pairs. Like we could partner Qwacker with Troll, and this will generate us income. This has been generating us income. And what we're doing is the income that comes in, we sell whatever token it is, like Cancer, and we buy more Qwacker, and then we make more liquidity pools. Over time, it will eventually start to rise up. We've been market making pretty much for the whole duration of the token. Now we have a disgusting amount of sell pressure from people that got in early, excuse me, but we'll always have people buying into the token. And it's eventually starting to take off. Like the sell pressure is gone and we're starting to see uptrend now. Where we'll get the sort of resistance, I don't know. It might be at 200k. It's still a micro cap. It's still 46k market cap. But for us, while we figure out if we're going to make utility at a certain market cap, or we're just going to roll it out when we do, or we're just going to keep it at a meme coin, for now, it's generating volume. We've also got the option of we're going to make probably a baby token, and we'll market make the baby token that will generate volume, that will bring in more volume onto Qwacker, and therefore it will generate more yield for Qwacker. It will push it up, and then we'll literally just have the reward token pumping more volume into Qwacker, and it will just be like a flywheel ecosystem. It cannot fail. If every excuse me, if everybody sells, we'll still continue to go, and it will still eventually the chart will always go up. There's nothing that can go wrong. So before I start coughing to death, I thought I'd just demo it because people have been asking. I wish you all the best and take care.